Boozer Wrestling, who's now Better Wrestling Experience on Twitter, changed their whole name because now they're like a big deal. Still haven't let me follow. Whatever.
So this is my first time seeing Alba Fyre and Isla. I saw their match at whatever NXT pay-per-view that they had when she first debuted. But there's been a big gap between then and when they united as a tag team force. And they're actually pretty fucking awesome. At least they were on SmackDown. And I enjoyed the fact that they had a lot of double team moves. You have all these tag teams, but not all of them. Well, actually, no, very few of them do like actual tag team move. They all just like do their individual shit because they're trying to stand out individually as opposed to working as a team.
Yeah.
There's this one move where they threw Ronda in the corner, and then I guess Alba Fyre got down and she tripped Ronda, and Alba was like in her face, and then they spun her around. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
They spun her around and just hit her. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was. And I was thinking, man, that's so close to a disaster if they just because she was in position and then Ronda Rousey got tripped, but her head could have easily collided into her head.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it looked great. And they had a lot of different double team moves, which is actually refreshing, yeah, as a tag team.
The whole match looked pretty good, actually. The only thing I would say is I wish Isla Dawn's clotheslines were a little bit stiffer. I know I haven't done the business, but they look really weak.
Yeah.
So after a really good match, Rousey and Baszler, the heels, win. I guess it doesn't matter because they're both heels. But Rousey and Baszler win clean in the middle of the ring, a double tap out.
Yes. Speaking of heel and face on that whole thing, so when they were coming out, Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre, that being they, Alba Fyre was slapping hands with the fans, and Isla Dawn wasn't. So that was a weird thing. I was like, what? Are they face or heel then? Yeah, one was like Alba Fyre's slapping hands on the one side, and Isla Dawn is like looking at the fans, and she's like, yeah, right, and doing the pull away thing and laughing at the kids.
Oh, maybe Alba just got into it. I mean, it is her debut on the main roster.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing big. I was just like, or are they heel or face, or is that their dynamic? Is one's good?
I see what you're saying. So we get a shot of No Definition Rodriguez just sitting there smiling as her arm accessory just sinks into her flesh. The new champs make fun of her as she's walking away. She gets in the ring and she says she wants a rematch, and Liv and her stupid haircut come back.
Man, I didn't feel any excitement on that.
And just like that, fuck the Unholy Union, because you never heard from them again.
Nope. They served their purpose to get the titles off of them, and then on to Raquel and Liv. The returning Liv Morgan back from injury. There you go. And she kept showing her shoulder because I guess that's what was injured, and she is fully healed. And I thought it was going to be a lot longer than what they actually. It seems like she's only gone like a month.
Hopefully she pushed her rehab, and there's a risk that she can re-injure something, and she does.
Well, looks like that is another SummerSlam match, a brewing.
Oh boy.
Oh, and Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch. That's also a brewing for SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm laying out the card for you, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is listen. You don't need sources, $5, Fightful. I don't mean to call people out, but you don't need the paywalls or sources. Boozer Wrestling, who's now Better Wrestling Experience on Twitter, changed their whole name because now they're like a big deal. Still haven't let me follow. Whatever. I don't need those sources. I'm telling you right now what the card is. You just got to listen. But I don't have sources, nor do I need sources. And then in a week or two, when Money in the Bank is next week. So in 2 weeks, when these matches start to get announced, just remember where you heard it first. And no one's who's listening.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. I skipped the Waller effect.